Here's a great example on a subtle but very important concept in movement mechanics. Even if you're not a golfer, this is very cool to see as it applies to squatting, running, and in fact, all movements. I'm talking about the transformation point, or more specifically, the transformation zone. This is essentially when we go from loading a movement and storing energy to exploding and producing the power of the movement. This is when force production is highest, but also when injury risk is highest. The key point in this video is that each joint reverses direction at a slightly different time, which is why it's a zone and not just one point in time. Let's watch that again. So if we see him get to the top of the backswing, he's still going backwards with the hands, but the legs have started to go the other way. One more time. So the hands are still going back, the hips have finished. Now watch the lower body, it starts to go the other way while the upper body is still winding up. Golfers might call this lag or separation, and it's crucial for hitting the ball a long, long way. Lee Cox, who made this video, is a long drive specialist and he hits it a bloody mile. Check him out if you're a golfer and interested in the same. What's happening here is that the bigger levers with the bigger muscles are decelerating the backswing and initiating the downswing first. This is ideal because they're bigger and stronger. Think lower body, hips, glutes, etc. They're doing the majority of the work. Once the lower body has initiated the downswing, progressively smaller joints, spine, shoulders, elbows, eventually wrists and hands, they progressively get involved. But because the bulk of the work has already been done, there's less stress on those joints, but they can still contribute to the overall speed of the movement, which results in this beautiful cracking of the whip, which is what gives the best speed, power, and ultimately distance in golf. This whip is seen in Olympic weightlifting, in boxing, in rowing, even bench pressing to some extent. So don't think that it's limited to just ball sports. So the key takeaway is when you're looking at a movement, look for the transformation zone in every movement and look for instances where the smaller joints are reversing direction before the bigger ones. These are some of the red flags that we would look for in our assessment protocol, and they're very likely to highlight areas that could be experiencing overload, leading to the niggles and injuries that your client or patient is complaining of.